Hey gang, what's going on? So in this video, I'm going to go over the options, the pivot options, or some of them for the Yankees, since they missed out on Yamamoto. And we'll go over the stats from last year, what league they played or where they played, and kind of break everything down a little bit more than the last video I did. So before I get into that, we are on the road to 400 subscribers. I appreciate everyone who's subscribed, so please hit that like, subscribe, bell icon buttons, and share buttons. It's greatly appreciated, extremely helpful for the channel, gives me great feedback on what you think of the content, as well as I want you to be first in line to know what goes on when it does go on. So let's get into this. So the Yankees, we know, missed out on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He ended up signing with the Dodgers. So some options that the Yankees have that they can pivot to would be there's some starting pitchers and relievers from the free agent market and the trade market. So let's get into them and break them down a little bit. So starting with the starting pitchers on the free agent market. So, Hector Imaga, who was also posted by the MPB League, he is a 30-year-old right-handed pitcher, and he went 7-4 last year with a 2.80 ERA and 159 innings pitched with 174 Ks and 24 walks. He is a left-handed pitcher, not a right-handed pitcher, but a left-handed pitcher. So he came from Japan, pitched quite well, had a decent year last year, very effective for a guy who is 30 years old. He tops out at 93, maybe we'll hit 94 every now and then, but he could be a very reliable piece to this team. He's definitely going to be a lot cheaper than Yamamoto was, and he will be a lot cheaper than some of the others that we will be going over. So let's get on to pitcher number 2. Jordan Montgomery, who is also 30 and a left-handed pitcher, was with the Yankees at one point and was traded to St. Louis. So last year he played with St. Louis in Texas, and last year he put up a 10-11 record with a 3.20 ERA and 88 2/3 innings pitched, striking out 166 and only walking 48. So that is a very effective option as well. That would give us a nice left-handed pitcher behind Rodon, and it would give us a very effective lefty. Shows that he can throw strikes just like Imaga, and can get the ball over the plate and doesn't walk a lot of people. So that's also a very nice sign to see. He also was a world champion with the Texas Rangers last season. So that's something else to think about. So he does have that big game experience, that postseason experience, which is nice to know. So that could be a nice fit as well. Coming in next would be Snell, the Cy Young Award winner from the National League. He is 31 years old. He is a starting pitcher that was with San Diego, and he is a left-handed pitcher. So we already have 3 lefty starters on the free agent market that could be very useful and could be potential fits for this team. Last year, he posted the numbers of 14-9 with a 2.25 ERA and 180 innings pitched with 234 strikeouts and 99 walks. The walks concern me a little bit. It's a little high. He also hasn't pitched more than 180 innings before, so that's also a little concerning. He also does not go deep into games, and that's what we need. We need guys that go deep into games that could be give our bullpen a rest. So that's a bit of a concern. So it may not be a fit for us. He's going to command a lot of money. He's definitely going to be an expensive pitcher, but he is a lefty, so a team will find some use with him. So Blake's, that is an option, but it's not a likely option. The next pitcher that we have is 29-year-old right-handed starting pitcher Lucas Giolito, also a long shot, but an option nonetheless. He pitched with the White Sox, the Angels, and the Guardians last year. He posted an 8-15 record with a 4.88 ERA and 184 and a third innings pitched, with 204 strikeouts and 73 walks. That's a lot. It's quite a bit of walks, but it's definitely not a Lucas Giolito. Good year for Lucas Giolito. It's a mediocre year at best. Like I said, it's a long shot of an option. He is a right-handed pitcher, but he'd maybe make a good 4 or 5 starter. But what the Yankees need is a number 2, number 3 starter to kind of help out Rodon a little bit. So that's one option that I would say is a long shot. It's not going to be as expensive, but it will. It would be more of a number 4, number 5. So again, a long shot, but it's one option. The next pitcher we have is 32-year-old right-handed starting pitcher Marcus Stroman. He is a free agent, and he was with the Cubs last year. He posted a 10-9 record with a 3.95 ERA and 136 2/3 innings pitched, with 119 Ks and 52 walks. Marcus Stroman would be a nice piece. It could be a good number 3, but the problem with Marcus Stroman is we don't know if he wants to be a Yankee. So he is originally from New York, but again, doesn't mean he wants to pitch for us. So that's a maybe and a question mark. The last free agent starting pitcher that could be an option would be 30-year-old right-handed starting pitcher from Milwaukee, Brandon Woodruff. Now, the Milwaukee Brewers non-tendered him, so he is a free agent. He posted a 5-1 record with a 2.28 ERA and 67 innings pitched, with 74 Ks and 15 walks. Now, the thing with Brandon Woodruff is he's hurt. So, I don't know if we're really going to want to take a chance on that, because we do have a lot of injuries to begin with on this team. So, trying to avoid that. But when he is healthy, he is probably one of the game's best pitchers in the league. So, that's something to keep in mind. Again, another long shot, but an option nonetheless. Moving on to free agent relief pitchers, because we do need some bullpen help. We have been signing guys here and there to be depth pieces, but we do need some bullpen help. So, Liam Hendricks, who is a closer, so that's something we need, is a closer. He is a 34-year-old closer from the Chicago White Sox. He is a right-handed pitcher, though. He went 2-0 with 1 save, had a 5.40 ERA and 5 innings pitched with 3 strikeouts and 1 walk. Now, Liam Hendricks was battling cancer last year, so that's why his numbers are so low, because he was out for most of the season. So it's a possibility that he could be coming on the cheap, because he didn't get a chance to perform last year in a walk year. So it's a good possibility to think of. Coming in next is 25-year-old left-handed pitcher who is a closer from San Diego, and that would be Josh Hader. He is 2-3 with 33 saves, with a 1.28 ERA and 56 1/3 innings pitched, 85 Ks and 30 walks. Now, with that being said, Josh Hader is a bit of a head case. He had an issue in San Diego where his manager wanted him to pitch a 4-out save, and he said no. So that's a bit of an issue. I don't think he's going to come here. I don't think the Yankees are even remotely interested in that. It's an option, but it's not an option that is very realistic. So Josh Hader is no for me. And I don't think he will be a Yankee next year. Coming in next is 27-year-old relief pitcher Jordan Hicks. He is a right-handed pitcher who pitched for St. Louis and San Diego. He posted a 2-3 record with 12 saves. Mind you, he got all of his saves in Toronto. With a 3.29 ERA, 65 2/3 innings pitched, 81 Ks, 32 walks. Now, Jordan Hicks would be a nice piece to the bullpen. He is young. You could get him on maybe a 3-4 year deal on the cheap. It would be a good project for Matt Blake, and definitely gives the Yankees some options in the bullpen on what they could do with him. He would be a nice piece. He has a lively arm. The only thing is he has a little bit of a control issue, but that can be worked out with Matt Blake. So that would be another option. That's a more realistic option than Josh Hader and Liam Hendricks, only because of the fact that he has been linked to the Yankees. Coming in next would be 34-year-old right-handed relief pitcher from Houston, and that would be Hector Neris. Now, Hector Neris went 6-3 last year with 2 saves, a 1.71 ERA, 68 1/3 innings pitched with 77 strikeouts and 31 walks. I know he's a little bit older, but he's going to come a little bit cheaper. He would be a nice piece of this bullpen. Give some of that veteran leadership. Give some of those guys a day off if needed. He is very effective. He has a very lively arm, and I could see that being a nice, realistic piece for him for the Yankees to get him some bullpen help. Coming in next would be 33-year-old relief pitcher Trevor Rosenthal. The last time he pitched in the majors was with San Diego and Kansas City. He is a right-handed pitcher. He went 1-0 with 11 saves with a 1.90 ERA in 23 2/3 innings pitched with 38 strikeouts and 8 walks. Now, Trevor Rosenthal would be a nice piece. It could be more of a depth piece rather than a big piece. He would definitely come on the cheap, and it would be a nice addition to that bullpen. He does have closer's experience, so that could really be a potential fit for a closer. He can mentor some young kids, so something to think about. Coming in next would be 32-year-old relief pitcher out of Houston. He is also a right-handed pitcher, and that would be Ryan Stanek. He went 3-1 with 0 saves, a 4.09 ERA, and 50 2/3 innings with 51 Ks and 21 walks. So like Hector Neris, Ryan Stanek could be a very effective piece. Now, with that being said, he would also come a little cheaper than some of the other options that may be available, like a Josh Hader or a Jordan Hicks. But still, nonetheless, Hector Neris and Ryan Stanek have played with each other as teammates in Houston. So getting both of them could be nice fits for them. Plus, Ryan Stanek also has closer's experience. Now, let's get to some of the starting pitchers who are on the trade block, if you want to call it that, or our trade options. So, coming in at number 1 would be Corbin Burnes. He's a 29-year-old right-handed starter from Milwaukee. He went 10-8 last year with a 3.39 ERA, 193 2/3 innings pitched, struck out 200 batters, while walking 66. He is a free agent in 2025. This would be a walk year for him. So the only way that I would consider doing it is if he signed an extension with us if we traded for him. He would be a very nice number 2 right behind Cole, and it would give him a change of scenery, and it would be a good fit for us. And coming in next would be 28-year-old right-handed starting pitcher from Cleveland, and that is Shane Bieber. He went 6-6 with a 3.80 ERA and 128 innings, striking out 107, walking 34. He is also a free agent after this season, and this would be a walk year for him as well. Now, Shane Bieber is hurt, so that also affects how much the Guardians will get back for him. So it might be a cheaper option, but I think Corbin Burnes is right now the more realistic between the two. So, moving on to the next pitcher, a 27-year-old right-handed starting pitcher, and that would be Dylan Cease of the Chicago White Sox. He posted a record of 7-9 with a 4.58 ERA. in 177 innings pitched, striking out 214 and walking 79. He is not a free agent until 2026, so that means you have 2 years of team control left for Dylan Cease. That would be a nice addition, but you wouldn't want to just get Dylan Cease. You would want to get another pitcher in return if you could. That would give you a nice number 2 or number 3. It would take some pressure off of Rodon, and it would be a nice safety net for Garrett Cole. I do think Corbin Burnes will be a little bit cheaper than Dylan Cease. Coming in at the next would be 25-year-old right-handed starting pitcher out of Miami, and that is Edward Cabrera. He went 7-7 with a 4.24 ERA and 99 2/3 innings pitched. He had 118 strikeouts for 66 walks and won't be a free agent until 2029. So that gives you some more team control. Team control is a very important thing, especially when it comes to pitchers. He could be a nice addition to that. Matt Blake could work with him and really make him a lot better than what he is now. Coming in next would be 26-year-old starting pitcher, left-handed pitcher out of Miami, and that'd be Braxton Garrett. The Yankees have been linked to Braxton Garrett and Edward Cabrera. Garrett went 9-7 with a 3.66 ERA and 159.2 innings pitched. While striking out 156, he only walked 29, and he will not be a free agent until 2029, like his teammate Edward Cabrera. So another team control pitcher, but it might cost a little bit more because of the team control. Again, a very nice fit for the Yankees if they decided to do that. Coming in at the next slot would be 26-year-old left-handed starting pitcher out of Miami again would be Trevor Rogers. He was 1-2 with a 4.00 ERA in 18 innings pitched with 19 Ks and 6 walks. He wouldn't be a free agent until 2027. Trevor Rogers was also hurt this year, so that also affects that. So, with that being said, Trevor Rogers has also been linked to the Yankees, so it might be a nice fit for him too. So, coming in at the next, which would be the relievers, let's get on to that. And the first name would be Emmanuel Clase, 25-year-old right-handed closer out of Cleveland. 3-9 with 44 saves, a 3.22 ERA, and 72 2/3 innings pitched, striking out 64, walking 16. Won't be a free agent until 27, but has a has an option for 28. So depending if that option gets picked up, you could have 3 to 4 years of control left for Emmanuel Clase, but he's going to cost a boatload. So not so realistic, but it is a possibility. Coming in next would be Andres Munoz, 24-year-old closer out of Seattle. He is a right-handed pitcher. He will be the closer starting next year for Seattle. He went 4-7 with 13 saves with a 2.94 ERA and 49 innings pitched. Striking out 67 with 22 walks, and is a free agent in 2026 with a team with a couple of options that would run it to 28 if those options were picked up. He would be a perfect fit for that closer's role for the Yankees. Be a nice, young, youthful, big arm, and it could be very helpful. Coming in next would be 24-year-old relief pitcher / closer, Garrick Crochet of the White Sox. He is a left-handed pitcher. He went 0-2 with 0 saves. He will also be the closer for the White Sox starting next year with a 2.82 ERA and 54 1/3 innings pitched with 65 strikeouts, 27 walks, and isn't a free agent until 2027. That would be the person I would be asking for in a Dylan Cease trade. Very possible, yes. But is it likely? Who knows? And we'll see. Coming in next would be 29-year-old Pittsburgh Pirates right-handed closing pitcher, which would be David Bednar. He was 3-3 with 39 saves, a 2.00 ERA, and 67 1/3 innings pitched with 80 strikeouts and 21 walks. He would not be a free agent until 2027. That would be a nice piece to add as a closer. And coming in at the last spot The 29-year-old closing pitcher from Milwaukee, a right-hander, Devin Williams. He went 8-3 with 36 saves, a 1.53 ERA, 58 2/3 innings pitched, 87 Ks, and 27 walks. Wouldn't be a free agent until 26. I would ask for him in the Corbin Burns trade. Let me know what you think. Until next time, have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later.